Before watching the episode, did you think you ate a lot of sugar? And after watching it, which food in your kitchen surprised you the most because it contains hidden sugar?
Yes, I ate a lot of sugar, and that fruit surprised me.
I used to eat a lot of sugar, and the food that surprised me most is the apple.
Before watching the show, I I thought I ate a lot of sugar, and I was surprised also by the fruit because I didn't know it contained that much sugar in the fruits. The video explains that our ancestors loved sugar because it gave them energy to survive. Why is this ancient instinct a problem for humans living in the modern world? Vas.
I think because we don't need much energy.
Estás leyendo.
I'm still leyendo. We don't need much energy because we don't do things like we used to, like hunting and running a lot of miles.
And this affects the current time because it evolved into a routine.
I believe this instinct that we inherit from our ancestors is like a problem in in the in the day in these days because it left us with a natural instinct or desire for sugar even though we don't really need it anymore, and if we're not uh, if we're not using that sugar, then it's being bad for us. Do you think food companies are honest about how much sugar is in their products? Should companies be allowed to add sugar to salty foods like bread or pasta sauce without a clear warning?
I think food companies have a margin of error for the amount of sugar they contain, but I believe them. And I think yeah, they
Eh,
should get a warning every time they add something.
I don't think food companies are completely true. They add the complete amount of sugar, and you shouldn't add sugar to salty food because the food will be sugary and not salty.
Mm, yes, um, I think food companies uh, um, there must be a few that are lying about how much sugar they are adding to their foods. Um, and yes, and I wouldn't add sugar to a salty food. Like, that's weird.
Oh yeah.
In Mexico, how many products have the Black Seal? Do you think? I don't know. In Mexico, many products have the Black Seal. Do you think these labels actually change how people shop, or people ignore them, and why?
There are like 90% of products have the labels, and I think people ignore them. They don't care about them.
I think people ignore them too because they don't care about the what they saw.
Um, for me, at least, for me, it has been changing the way I shop or the way I buy, like, things, uh, because, like, it has happened to me that I'm trying to buy something and I didn't know it had a Black Seal, and that's like revealing, it reveals that this thing is you know it's worse than it looks, or worse than I thought. And at least for me, it has been affecting the way I think about different products and the way I buy different products and foods. But I don't know about other people. I guess there might be other people that don't care about those labels. If you want to reduce the sugar in your diet starting tomorrow, what is the hardest thing you would have to give up? Is it worth the effort for your health?
I think the ultra processed foods, because I love them, and they will not be worth the effort.
I think the fast food and the ultra processed food too.
Mm, I think the hardest thing for me to give up is like junk food, like burgers or things like that, or like uh, flour and maybe other sweets like chocolate and soda. But I believe it would be worth it because it's all for your health and it's great to have good health.